February is finally here, which means I can finally start planning for the new garden this year. I am zone 6, and in fact, I am in the most northern part of zone 6, so I am in no rush to start these seeds by no means. But I do believe that a good and successful and useful garden does take some intention and forethought. So how I like to start planning my garden, and I do this every year, is I actually start in the kitchen. About January, I will start jotting down the vegetables and canned items that we ate. Perhaps not everything, but if I notice a pattern of when I'm cooking that, yes, I've made potatoes several times, let me jot that down. We've used a lot of onions this winter, carrots, all that stuff. I will write down the stuff that we actually ate, and this list will guide me throughout the entire garden season on what to grow. Now this year especially, I do not want to be wasteful. I don't want to waste my money, my time, my effort. I don't want it to be August and I regret planting some things or not planting some things. So I am especially paying attention to what we ate this year. Which does bring up the point that everybody's garden in the end is going to look different. Now, planting a garden, I will say, is the same for everybody. I like to plan my garden in 4 major steps. I do like to start with the list of vegetables that we eat that I just talked about. I like to find my motivation of why I want to grow a garden this year. I like to make some sketches, and then I put all that stuff down into some realistic goals that I can accomplish in the season. Now I go into further detail of each of those steps in my printable PDF, Gardening for Your Kitchen, a practical guide to planning and planting a garden. I will leave a link for that down below. But the vegetables that I'm about to show you may not fit your needs, and that is okay. Anybody starting garden should not worry about what other people are growing, but really put the focus on not procrastinating any pre-planning of the garden. Now, you don't need to become obsessive or hyper-focused on it or anything, but this will help avoid any impulse buying come spring. Through impulse buying, you have a great risk of buying stuff you're probably not gonna eat or even want to preserve later on. If you are starting from absolute scratch, from absolute nothing, and you need a starting point, I'm telling you, just make a list of the things that you eat. Take that to the store. I won't preach on whether to buy heirloom or store brand seeds, whatever you can afford this year. I obviously have a huge mix of types of seeds like that. But buy the seeds or plant starts off of your list that you created in your kitchen first. Just remember, our garden is worth your time. It is worth learning all those skills and lessons from it, but it does take a little bit of planning beforehand. I hope this helps you guys get off to a good start. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.